A very, very warm, good afternoon here from Germany. Good evening back in India. It's another live watch along on my channel, Arunfoot. It is today East Bengal Football Club versus Odisha FC in a game which is important for both the teams. On one side, for the Kolkata Giants, because they want to stay in the ISL title race, while Odisha FC, meanwhile, want to get away from the relegation spot. And therefore implications, as I say, at both ends of the table. And will be very interesting to see what the two sides can get out of this game. And at the start of the live, a quick reminder, if you like this watch along, if you like what we talk and chat about during the game, do leave a like behind, share it with other people. And if you haven't, do subscribe to Aaron Foot, and let's grow the Aaron Foot family. And let's quickly go through the respective lineups that both the coaches, Oscar Bruzon and TG Purushothaman, have decided for their teams today. And East Bengal, Mohammad Rakib as a right back, Kevin Swiye and Jackson Singh as well, PB Vishnu in defense, Prasukan Singh Gill in goal. We have Shovik Chakraborty and captain Saul Crespo at the heart of midfield, and then an attacking line which will include Nanda Sekhar, Bipin Singh, as well as Edmund Larendika and Anton Soyberg up front for East Bengal, while at the other end we have Amrinder Singh in goal, we have Zuidika, Thoiba Singh, Captain Carlos Delgado, and Shubham Bhattacharya in defense. Putia, along with Hitesh Sharma, defensive midfield. We have Rahim Ali, Mafela, Apua Singh, as well as VP Suhir up front. That will be also interswitching. So interesting to see how the two teams play and how they set themselves up in this encounter. And Oscar Bruzon has on the bench Gaurav Shaw as a second goalkeeper, Anwar Ali, Jay Gupta, Lal Chununga, Jerry M back on the bench, Vanlal Pekka Guite, Mohamed Rashid, David Lalansanga, as well as Yusuf Eze Jari, while at the other end, Anush Kumar in goal. Anush Kumar in goal instead of Amrinder. On the bench, Manas Dubey as well as a second keeper on the bench, Tejas Krishna, Kojam Beyong, Edwin Sidney Vanspal, Saurabh Bhanwala, Rajkumar, Sanyasi, Karthik Huntal, and Hey Ru Jam Sanatoy Singh. And that will be very interesting to see, and that is that. We'll have to wait and see what the two teams do. So the big news for Odisha FC, Amrinder Singh on the bench. Big news for East Bengal, Anwar Ali on the bench. So I'm not sure if it's due to injuries or something else why these two experienced international players are on the bench. And we will have to wait and see what decision, what these two teams do, and what they aim to achieve in the game, which of course is very, very important. As I say, both in the title as well as in the relegation race. Therefore, very important game for both the teams. And we'll have to wait and see what happens tonight at the Salt Lake Stadium between these, as I say, these two teams. And therefore, let's wait and see what happens. And career over, why should the career be over, Hannibal? I don't know. So I said clubs expect more question about what their stance on food development. It's not work of partner. I said clubs not even manage the academies like Minerva. I don't know who's managing what and how and where. That's always a question. Are the academies really doing what they're supposed to do? That would be my first question. And and of course, because of the elections in Kolkata tomorrow, this game is not in Kolkata, but it's at the Fatorda in Goa. So that's one of the big things. 10 matches. And the scary part is East Bengal has won one and lost eight against this opponent. East Bengal with the ball. East Bengal playing from right to left in their traditional red and gold jerseys and black shorts, while Odisha FC are in their traditional black home kit with grey. Oh, applications. Ball went through, but VP Suher can't do anything. Get it over from as he's benched in a very important match. Hannibal, keepers get benched. Keepers come and go out. Why? I don't know. Was there a problem with the coach or not? We don't know what the issue is. Why he's on the bench today? So therefore, difficult to speculate. East Bengal on the right with Bipin with the throw in. Gets it to Nanda Kumar. Nanda plays it back to Bipin. Back to Rakib. Kevin. Jackson. Jackson looking for options. Plays it to Edmund. Back to Kevin. Vishnu playing his 50th ISL game. Ball into the danger. A good header for East Bengal. And was that Edmund? Edmund against Zuitika. The two Mizos. And that ball goes over. Let's see that again. Good movement from Edmund, but yeah, I think Edmund had the last touch on the ball. Anuj Kumar in goal. Big test for him. Long ball forward. Odisha. That's a push from VP Suher against Kevin. East Bengal with the ball. I said the match not being played. That's a foul on P. Vishnu. In Kolkata, because tomorrow Kolkata votes in the Bidhan Sabha elections. VP Suher, not easy to get past for the East Bengal players. Ball, and that should be offside. P. Vishnu. PG Purushothaman. Under pressure now, with Mohammedan Sporting having picked up so many points in the recent days and weeks. Ball across to Shubham Bhattacharya. Shubham plays it back to Carlos. Thoiba. Thoiba plays it forward. Foul not given. He's bring off the ball, but ball back. And Odisha FC now with the chance to break. There's a player down on the ground. Apua. Apua looking to play. Still Odisha with the ball. Shubham, that chip is too much for Apua to get to. Someone says PM Modi is playing football in Sikkim while Kalyan Chaubey, who's formed the BDS completely forward. Yeah, not much to add. VP Suyer on the ground. He's taken off his left boot. Seems to be pain at this ankle. 5+ minutes on the clock. Goalless at the Fatorda. East Bengal versus Odisha. Kevin chips it to the left to Vishnu. Seen to be offside. Let's see that again. Difficult to judge from that angle. Free kick to be taken by Anush Kumar. Big shoes to fill with Amrinder on the bench. Kicks it forward. Looking for Sohair. Throw in Odisha. Jackson wins it. Soyberg loses it. But free kick given in his favor. Anton Soyberg, a few days ago, saved East Bengal with his 97th minute 3-3 equalizer against BFC. Hi, big vision both ends of territory support. Yeah, Sasha, exactly what I said at the start. Points crucial for both East Bengal and for Odisha FC in their respective quests. Odisha have the ball. Puitia. Nicely. Rahim Ali, should be a foul for Mohammad Rakib. Two former junior Indian international teammates. Yeah, Rakib on one side does well, but then there's a foul. Odisha with the ball. Toiba. Looking for Apua on the right. Important game for the youngster. Coming in for Isak Ralte. East Bengal. That wing intercepted by Odisha. Long ball forward. Headed out by Kevin. Edmund. East Bengal nearly get the ball through somehow. It's a little ping pong. Hitesh does very well. Plays it to VP Suher. Soyberg. Soyberg plays it through. And Zuidika allows PV Vishnu a shot, but that is cleared for a corner. 9 minutes on the clock. Zuidika. Mathoiba comes and covers. Good evening, Hypermaster. Good to see you back. I guess Odisha was always going to be in trouble when you consider they actually absolutely preparation time. I was on up or is trending down. Sasha, I wouldn't say that because good corner, cleared by Odisha. Odisha hasn't been on the up or the down. Odisha has overall played well, I feel. Multiple attempts. Jigson from distance, blocked. Edmund shot blocked. It will go out for a throw-in. To me, Sasha, they just haven't been able to get the results. They've had some very good matches, I feel, but Odisha have not been able to get the results that they need, and therefore they are now where they are, and they're stuck, so to say, at the bottom end of the table. And that's their problem at the moment, because Mountain Sporting suddenly started winning matches. East Bengal on the left. Edmund. Vishnu beats Suidika. Vishnu ball into the box, and that's a goal for East Bengal. It's Bipin Singh who puts the Kolkata Giants ahead in the 11th minute. Too easy. Edmund to Vishnu, runs away from Zudika, squares the ball, and Shubham Bhattacharya does not track back. And Edmund just needs to, Bipin needs to put it just into an empty net. Poor defending from Odisha. And Bipin celebrating with the East Bengal logo on the corner flag. Zudika. Oh, mistake. And Thoiba clears. Odisha a little rattled at the moment. And Zudika on the ground, getting some treatment. In pain. Why not Bipin Singh, probably for the national team? He's been consistent. Hannibal, even in his prime, Bipin was not picked by Igor. And, so it's a valid question. But again, Bipin international football hasn't really worked for him. Let's wait and see. Superjan sitting on top at 20 points in just 9 games. Yeah, but the next match is Goa. So that's an important one. Headed out by Odisha FC for another throw-in for East Bengal. Thoiba. Ball up. And Shovik plays it out. Throw-in for Odisha under pressure. Work their way out. Hitesh. Hitesh does well. Hitesh. Mafela. No foul given. Purushottam not happy with the refereeing. East Bengal throw-in. Jigson. Kevin. Such as former BJP voter today, I'm not happy and angry. PM playing football at wrong time. Or the Persian bureaucratic corporate influence don't deserve to touch football. Yeah, hyper. Master, that's a general thing, no? Football in India misused wherever, whenever people needed to, but not being done. Oh, Saul Crespo as well. Soybak. Soybak plays it to Shovik. Vishnu doesn't get to it. Has to keep the ball in. Loses the ball against Apova. Odisha with the ball. Mafela has it. 2018-19 season, Mumbai City changed his career. He was one of the best crossing touching wingers at that time. Moria, I think you're talking about 2019-20, 2021. That was the time. This is we want to popular on India, so that was doing something. Yeah. Ask that question. Putia. Mafela. Shubham. Delgado. Ball across. Apua keeps it in. Ball goes out. Throw in. Siddika. Goes back to Thoiba. Putia. Putia looking for VP Suhair. VP Suhair tries to get a shot on. Sorry, Rahim Ali, not VP Suhair. Prabsukan has the ball. That's going to be the thing. We saw that the other day as well against Kerala Blasters, that East Bengal, that Odisha FC like to play the ball long. Look at their options. What can they do? Very important. And Rakip is down. Naim Ali stepping on his foot. That really hurts. That is hurting. Fans in the ground, at the ground. And the Fatorda watching East Bengal versus Odisha FC and its advantage to the Kolkata Giants. But they also know they'll have to be careful. Only for presence Sanibal. He's got another job to do, I guess. And fair play from Odisha FC. Ball thrown back to East Bengal from Sukan to Kevin. 17 and a half minutes on the clock. 1-0 to East Bengal FC. Kevin. Long ball forward. Zudika unclear of himself. Into Sarkar in the stands. Looking on critically. Kevin. Rakib. Plays it back to Kevin. Back to his goalkeeper. Prabsukan. Plays it long to the left. Looking for Vishnu. Throw in Odisha FC. Yes, they are playing in Goa because tomorrow there are state elections in Kolkata. So therefore, around this time, police security cannot be provided at the Salt Lake Stadium. East Bengal with the ball. Out to Vishnu on the left. Edmund. Jackson. Yeah, Edmund in that free role. Better Bipin on that wing. And Delgado clears his lines, but there isn't anyone. East Bengal keep the ball in. Vishnu, good cross in! And Nanda Kumar heads it wide. Yeah. Nanda Kumar Sekar. Good cross from PV Vishnu. But not on target. No danger for the goal of Anuj Kumar. 20 minutes on the clock. And East Bengal leading 1-0. Crespo. And that seems like a foul. Sergio, when I see comments on X Modi football post by opposition followers and asking why questions, say why you will not visit Manipur, so the narrative fails. I don't know if the narrative fails or not. Because football is up to nothing in India. I guess that's the question, right? There can be a lot of questions asked about this whole, oh, good ball, Bipin. Bipin on the edge of the box, looking at the other side. Vishnu! And that ball deflected by Zudika for a corner. Corner for East Bengal. Bipin to take it. Takes it short. Nothing comes out of it. Jackson. Kevin. Chips it to Bipin. Bipin plays it across. East Bengal with the ball. Ball across. Vishnu keeps it in. Edmund being followed by Hitesh. Edmund into the middle and finds Shubham. Chance for Mafela. Loses the ball. But somehow Odisha can't keep the ball in. Throw in the East Bengal half. Or let's see that again. Bipin with that cross. Vishnu does well to take it down. And Zudika's intervention saved his team. Serious question. If you consider the stature of Indian players, you'd assume that playing short on the floor is the way to go. But how can you play when the fields are so poor? Is it a question of fields, or is it a conversation also about basics? Sasha, my question would be about the basics. If I want to play short on the floor, I need to be able to play it. No? And if I'm unable to play those passes, what is there? Right? Another corner for East Bengal. 24 minutes on the clock. 1-0 for the Kolkata Giants. Bipin. Who goes through all the way. VP Suher. Ball won back by Saul Crespo very smartly. Crespo into the danger zone. Headed out by Shubham. And that's a foul on Hitesh. Free kick. Yeah, Odisha are not so alert. They're slow on the ball today. Raimali. Hitesh. Sudika. Thoiba. Across to Shubham. Can't keep it in. Kevin. East Bengal with the ball. Kevin to Jackson. Back to Kevin. To Rakip. Rakip chips it forward. Looking for Nanda. Put under pressure by Delgado. Throw in for East Bengal. Kevin. And that pass into no man's land. Goal kick for Odisha FC. 26 minutes on the clock. East Bengal FC 1, Odisha Football Club nil. At the Fatorda is being played in Goa because state elections in Kolkata tomorrow. Long ball forward for VP Suher. And Kevin does well against Suher. Plays it out to Bipin. Bipin on the right. Bipin chips it, but Anush Kumar has the ball. It should logically be easier to play short and sharp, but the state of the field, this field is bad. I just saw a post from Sitisi about they're playing in Mumbai district and they played on a mud field. And they should see nice combination play. Have Suher, doesn't get to it, but still, Pitya, Hitesh. Hitesh surrounded by 2 by 3, loses the ball. You can't develop players on that kind of size, or like we have in Bombay, some city to fit in poor condition where they run various soccer schools from. As such, grounds are an issue, but that should be a foul for East Bengal. The problem of the grounds is very simple. There's two sides to it. Either you say, as you say, oh, this is a problem, that is a problem, blah, blah, or you actually get better playing on bad grounds. Like, you're not going to tell me that there are quality grounds across most parts of the world where the kids learn their football. No, they learn it on, on bad grounds, on bad turfs, on concrete, even, on the beach. So therefore, that's something which one needs to keep in mind. And yeah, that's how it is. So no simple solution. Sal Crespo to take the free kick. Raj, good to see you back. Hope you're fine. Crespo, Edmund tries it long, but blocked by Hitesh. Bipin. And Rakib goes as far back as his keeper, Prabsukan. Prabsukan takes it long. Rahim Ali, Oppala, easily dispossessed by Edmund, but Rahim Ali wins it back. Rahim Ali now. Witia has to go backwards. Isak missing up front today. Nice through ball. Rahim Ali. Odisha. Sidika keeps it in. Mafela. Oh, does nicely against Jigsan, but that ball then goes out. Good dummy from Mafela against Jigsan, but then the ball rolls out. Goal kick for East Bengal. They don't have Nigerian skill and flair. No chance we can learn on some mud field. Infinite teams can rent city-owned fields that are well maintained. And when it's not in use, it's open to public. Yeah, but Sasha, if you have open public grounds in an Indian context, I don't know what the state of those grounds would be, right? So therefore, these comparisons. So whereas in Delhi, you can even sit on the grass. Exactly. So that's the whole point, Sasha. The comparison doesn't work. Drinks break after 29 and a half minutes. Now 30 minutes on the clock. East Bengal Football Club leading 1-0. Showing the goal again. Edmund, Vishnu, and then Bipin just runs in smartly to put his colors ahead. And at the other end, TG Purushottaman will not and cannot be happy because his team have not done well. That's going to be the difficult part. Purushothaman has his job on his hands. Not an easy one, I would say. Topalan also seen. Referee with the ball. Interesting to see. I don't want my team to relegate. Aditya is a real possibility now, the way Odisha are playing at the moment. That I've praised them a lot for their games initially, but they've been struggling in the recent weeks, at least result-wise. They've played some good football, but since that win against Northeast United, nothing has happened. And that will be interesting to see how they regroup. Lack of experience is one of the problems that I see for Odisha at the moment. And no, how to collect points. Yeah. And Mohammedan 3 draws in the last 3 suddenly makes the relegation race a race. And it's going to be a question of how you regroup. I know players too are not too good. So, yeah, I don't think it's I think for an Indian standard without foreigners, I think it's a decent squad. But again, are they ready? Hitesh wants a free kick against Edmund. Yeah, very valid. Free kick for Odisha FC. Putia to take it. Ball into the danger zone, and Prabsukan has it. Looked for a second. He might not have it. Respect for the sake of continued financial development of Indian football, teams like Modern Sporting shouldn't be playing ISL, although they do deserve a chance to that level. Sasha, again, if that financial aspect was a a reason, we would have to this season also talk about Odisha FC in the current state that they find themselves in. Even others. So yeah, it's a very valid question. Jackson plays it out to Vishnu, who will not keep it in. Throw in for Odisha FC on the right. It's been lackluster encounter so far, I would say. East Bengal, the much better of the two teams. And the question is, PG Purushothaman, what can you do? You have Tejas Krishna, Kocham Beyong, Edwin Vanspal, Saurabh Bhanwala, Rajkumar Sanyasi, Karthik Handal, and Sanatoy Singh. Not really options in attack to change something. Rahim Ali and VP Soher with limited to no impact so far, which would be worrying to Odisha FC. It will once more need Rahim Ali, VP Soher to create something. Oh, ball goes through. Edmund on the edge of the box. Edmund. And that touch was a little too much against Udika. Now chance maybe for uh, Odisha to break. Mafela can't get the ball to Suher. Chance for East Bengal to break. Nanda out to Bipin. Soyberg. Chance for the red and gold to maybe create something on the right. Can't get it through. Smaller league could have been better. Home and away games plus a playoff home and away like in IFL or other smaller leagues would have been good. Yeah, Sasha, I've said 10-team league to me is most probably the best thing that we can do at this moment in time. Anything which is bigger, in my opinion, doesn't work. As East Bengal look to try and create something out of this. Sorry, I've lost my stream content. 1 second. Why is this? Corner for Odisha FC. 38.5 minutes on the clock. With here to take it. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Is this a chance? For the Juggernauts. Good corner. Headed out by East Bengal. Hitesh. Headed out again. Hitesh. And Shubham Das. Shot blocked. Mapua. East Bengal have to be careful. They are the better team. But again, Northeast are capable, Odisha are capable, sorry, of causing trouble, of getting that goal suddenly out of nowhere. And that's the worry, the concern for the red and gold. Forty and a half minutes on the clock. East Bengal leading 1-0 against Odisha FC. And what has happened to me over the years? I don't feel bad when East Bengal loses. Hi Zoravar, welcome back. Raj, yeah, Raj, sometimes you have this, when I guess your team disassociates itself from you, becomes a bit of a problem. The East Bengal need to look and find means and ways of recapturing a certain level of their fan base. We kick East Bengal on the right, Bipin to take it. Good lord, the game. Yeah, Sasha, there's no pace. Yeah. Bipin headed out by Odisha. Short attempt from Nanda, cleared by Odisha for a throw in. The news of Tekashi shutting down due to financial problems. True. However, at the moment, there is no talk of shutting down. I think certain people are spreading it. Um, I think what is the case is that Interkashi is just fed up with all these sort of bogey cases being put against them. I think that's the big problem. Might well Lord Rahim Ali need to score. Let's see. Raj, the other day, I don't know if it was you or if it was Hannibal who said it against the Blasters, and then Rahim Ali a few minutes later scored. Over the years, more fans in stadium has decreased and fans' interest. Yes, certainly. Raj, the problem is with the East Bengal fan base. If East Bengal is in with a chance to win the title, you will see fuller grounds. And that is the sad part that people, if there's success, they will come. And if there's no success, they will be staying away. Ball back to Shobik, across to Kevin. 43 minutes on the clock. Kevin, tries to find Shobik. Chance now to break. Rahim Ali. Rahim Ali, and Prabsukan has to clear. Raj, nearly your idol squad. Rahim Ali does well against Jackson, and let's see. I even told today that Rahim will score a triple hat trick today, and nothing has happened till now. Let's see. However, we still have a full half to play. 44th minute. Headed out by East Bengal. Mafela plays it back to Zudika. Shubham, Hitesh. Mafela, little overcooked, but still a header. Prabsukan has the ball. Also, according to many posts on X, so it's close to signing Chunk in the summer transfer windows. They're also releasing Petra and Deepak Tana would sign a high-profile foreigner. Zinavar, yeah. Why transfers? We don't even have a league at the moment. What transfers are we talking about? Yeah, and the less we say, the better. Yellow card for Saul Crespo. Let's see that again. Yeah, Mafela, he holds him. Yeah. Free kick for Odisha. 3 minutes of added time. So for me, Zoravar, I have not heard anything on that. I'm fed up with fake news spread by Raj, MB, EB, Kolkata media, whatever. President was in saying World Cup is now putting A-League on fire? No, MLS. Hasn't he gone to Toronto? Oh, that's a foul from Thoiba. Transfer windows are the best time. Yeah, or the worst. Deepak is Indian or foreign? Indian. So no, he's left Norwich. I think Josh Sargent went to Toronto, right? right? Josh Sargent. Yeah, yeah. Is it Toronto FC? And I don't know, with two goals, has set something on fire. Can we agree that Mohamed Subjan has made ISL a farmers league, signing all the best players in the country? It's not good. Yeah. Is it them? Is it only them? Is it the others as well? Yeah. So therefore, I don't know. Yet, my question, Hannibal, is to all of them who say, okay, Mohun Bagan has increased the wage, but the others played the game as well, right? The others in the league could have said, you know what, we keep our wage structure, we'll not break the bank. No one did it, right? So, yes, they were the first one, but the others are also complicit, right? And we have to move on to those. Sorry. Yeah, but he's not set the MLS on fire. I don't know where you're getting that info from. Free kick East Bengal, but now free kick Odisha. Forget the Blasters manager also reporting Sal comeback, exchanging Evan Das, but Blasters fans are demanding not to sell Evan Das. Yeah, it's Raj, it is, when certain fan groups, certain interests, likings, that is discussed. Hitesh, yeah, can't get it through. We're in the last minute of the first half. It's East Bengal looking to see out the half, but Odisha have the ball. Hitesh, and I can't get the ball through. Hitesh Sharma doesn't look fully fit to me, to be very honest. That's the problem. And half time in Kolkata. Sorry, in Goa. Why I'm saying Kolkata? In Goa, between East Bengal FC and Odisha Football Club. It's the Kolkata Giants, so leading 1-0 at the break. And yeah, they've been the better of the two. Disappointing, so to say, but it's not been a good half from the two teams. And yeah, what's the prize money and media money like in ISL? Media money? There is no media money. What media money? Clubs are paying for things to be put. There is no media money. And prize money, I actually don't know what the real money, what they decided on in the end now. Is the news regarding making VR mandatory for top leagues of every FC nation true? Yeah, so now the AFC is implementing that as part of the Champions League criteria. And again, this is another thing which I see, which is quite funny actually, that because of us not having VR, we lost out on the slots in the AFC Champions League Elite. We were never in the running for an AFC Champions League Elite spot. We should be happy that we've got slots in the AFC Champions League 2, and we're keeping it. And this is also which how so much of yeah, I really am fed up with this wrong information, misinformation, lack of knowledge, which is going around in Indian football circles. It's a big problem. So yeah, welcome to the world of Indian football. So what to say, right? What's happening with the Anwar Ali case in CAS? Hannibal, no idea. I've not heard anything from CAS. Um, what's happening there or not happening? Not as I said, I've not heard anything. If that's the case, as even worse, it's expensive as usual. The clubs have to pay for the installation of cameras. Sasha, it's not happening. We are not an ACL club, top level club system. Sorry. So let's be, uh, so therefore, for me, this whole discussion is useless. And this also shows me that the Indian football fan per se is discussing a lot of things which they don't need to discuss, right? So why are we talking about VR? We're not getting VR anytime soon, right? We have basic problems, and our clubs are not good enough to play in ACL. Yesterday, Modi posting just playing with young footballers in second. Yeah, so to me, how does it help? We've discussed it earlier. To me, is that typical now in India, politicians, bureaucrats do things which look good on pictures. What value has it? It has no value. He has not done nothing for Indian football. None of the politicians do anything for Indian football. So, who are making these decisions, AFC, can't they just do one thing for long term? Hannibal, the problem of the AFC is that the system is evolving. So for me, yeah, they've not found the perfect system. Let's put it this way. Deserved lead for East Bengal? Yes. Roshan, if you ask me, what I saw in the first 45, I would say yes. East Bengal have been the better of the two. Um, Odisha, very, very poor, in my opinion, very poor so far. And yeah, they're in danger now. If Odisha plays like this, um, you know, and Mohammedan picks up a win somewhere, they could be in real danger because that is going to be now I think the two teams, depending on if they can get a point here or there, because then the question also arises regarding Northeast as well, who've been very poor in the recent weeks. Um, yeah, Odisha, if they lose today, would be winless in five. 1 point out of the last 5 games says everything. Northeast, similar. Um, those two are in real danger of being closed down by Mohammedan Sporting. So therefore, that's a real danger now. Some Kolkata fans said Mohun East Bengal are spending too much since 90s, and you guys realize that now. You guys don't cry now. Spend money like us. Um, Raj, again, is that positive? The East Bengal Mohun Bagan are spending that much of money since the 90s, which is factually true, right? My simple question would be, looking at things, um, yeah, it's a problem, right? It's a problem. It was a problem, and it hasn't helped Indian football, right? VR is only mandatory for ACL Elite, not ACL 2 or Challenge League. Yeah, that's true, Raj. But again, why are we talking about the ACL Elite? We're not part of it. We are not going to be part of it anytime soon. We've got 2 spots as in the qualification stages. It's a good thing we don't really go far in any of those competitions. Yeah, Sasha, we don't even win matches these days, right? So we're back to the basics. Do you see any hope from the Indian grassroots at the moment? No. So maybe, maybe Reliance, Nopang League, that might be a hope. But, you know, um, but otherwise it looks difficult. I mean, if I look at what is coming through the youth system, it's a big problem. So what went wrong for AFC as a confederate compared to EF in terms of Champions League? Raj, Asia is not Europe. That's what went wrong. The problem with the Champions League in Asia has been the AFC has been trying to find a system which is workable under pressure. They've expanded the Champions League over the years. Sorry, let's get down here. They've expanded the Champions League over the years. Then they went back and said, you know what, guys, we're going to reduce the format, the size of the Champions League. That has also not worked in the sense you've got teams which are, in my opinion, too strong in ACL two, and so these things have been sort of been a problem for the AFC, and the AFC has not found solution to those problems. And I don't know what there is no simple solution in my opinion. You've got clubs in the West, you've got the clubs in the East, and the standard is a lot different here and there. And yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem, and I don't see the AFC having a simple solution of saying, you know what, I do this, I do that, and then suddenly click, Asian football will work. That's our biggest problem. Asian football, in the way it is, it's not working. So that's a reality. Who do you think will win the league? Mohun Bagan, Supergiant, East Bengal, Mumbai City FC, Jamshedpur FC. Zoravar, add FC Goa into the mix because Mohun Bagan next play FC Goa. So that'll be an interesting one. I just quickly get up and move my legs a little. So to me, the question now is, we're going into crunch time. Mumbai City clearly dropped 2 points against BFC. Jamshedpur now getting back to form, maybe. East Bengal, I guess today should be picking up 2 points. Uh, extra, so meaning 3 points, meaning they would be in the mix as well. Mohun Bagan have Goa to play, have East Bengal to play. Very tough. Mumbai City next match against East Bengal, so that could be a key match as well. Um, I on one side my head is saying that Mohun Bagan is going to win, but my heart honestly wants Mumbai City to win it, which I think would be good for Indian football if a Mumbai City, a Jamshedpur, or even FC Goa win it. Um, you know, let's see, what is it? So those are some of the realities um, that are there at the moment, and yeah, let's wait and see what happens, right? I mean, it's all to play for, and yeah, it's crazy at the moment. It's crazy to see how close everything is at the top of the table, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the coming days and weeks. What clubs did over last decade, if they're saying now about player development revenue? Raj, the problem of clubs and revenue is, if I'm looking at the Indian structure, again, am I saying, why am I talking about revenue? Why, as clubs, am I not talking about expenses? So, yeah, to me, I think the biggest factor of expenses are the players. And there needs to be a readjustment on that, which the system will not do. The only way you could do it is by pulling all the players into a draft and saying, guys, we are ending this open system, and for me, um, um, and then setting a salary cap, setting a maximum salary of players also. So, but that's not gonna happen. You think? Get, I think you want to say, who do you think? Um, Roshan, for me, um, Mohammedan look good at the moment. So therefore, for me, I somehow feel Odisha are in danger, if I'm being very honest to you. So let's see. FC spot only fight is between Mumbai City FC and East Bengal is in the mix, right? I am this Mumbai City, Triple FC, and East Bengal, I think, are in the mix. Remember, when East Bengal still favorites. Since when Zoravar has East Bengal become favorites? I don't know where that comes. East Bengal is in the mix, but East Bengal favorites, I don't know how you're thinking about it. Will this be the last ISL, or will the league happen next year? So a good question. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And and yeah, if it's gonna happen or not is gonna uh, uh, to me, the question is, I don't know. Looking at things at the moment, looking at how things are going, um, it's crazy. I'm not sure, right? Uh, all good, Roshan, but it will not work. Salary cap thing is, it will be still take place in back. Raj, that is clear, but I can still put an official salary cap to it if I do a draft. If I put all the players in the draft, and then I'm forcing it to do it. That's the only way I see that you can autocorrect the salaries, at least put it down, right? And say, listen, you are not getting 3-4 crores. I'm setting it, let's say, again, for Indian players, it's a problem, but I'm setting a benchmark of, let's say, 1 crore as being the highest or something. I don't know. That's the only way. Yeah. If there is a surety of ISL next year, then at least 4-5 franchise will shut up. So there are all teams are potentially in danger. Are you sure that, let's say, Mr. Goenka is going to be around? I'm hearing more and more that Imami is going to pull the plug on East Bengal, right? So that's the conversation. Odisha FC, sorry, is a dead man walking. Mohammedan Sporting don't have the money. Do we know what's happening at Chennai? Even Mumbai City, Kerala Blasters can all be discussed. We've heard things regarding BFC. I don't even know who's going to be around. That's why all these conversation of transfers that certain people are having is nice to have, but the reality at the moment is we don't even know who's there, right? Who is there? Who's gone? Yeah, and that's why this whole conversation at the moment is very, very difficult around these games, right? So what's happening or not happening? Next year, they will probably dissolve ISL or maybe name it IFL 1 and current IFL is IFL 2. Raj, I don't know. The IFL looks to be in a better position, but even in the IFL, there are a lot of clubs who are cribbing about the cost in the IFL, right? They will not say that because they seem to be better structured and they seem to be coordinating things in a better way. But the reality is that clubs in the IFL are also overspending for the standard of football that they're playing. I League 2 is the same problem, right? There are clubs in there who are spending so much, doesn't make sense. So therefore, Indian football needs a complete reset in regard to its expenditures rather than its incomes. The incomes can only again income. How do I increase my income? Better quality. I am not getting better quality in the next 3 to 5 years. You know, so that's the problem. So yeah, substitution. Edwin wants Paul coming on from Shubham Bhattacharya. We can do this draft thing in next season with start of new era of ISL. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know how could be can it be done. Um, but something needs to happen. I need to reduce cost, right? And let's see. All these years of hard work to reach a popular brand name. I hope not, honey, but I don't see that. Um, as both the teams are ready for the second 45. And let's see. And the lack of betting apps has also reduced income even more. Yeah, Zuravar, it has reduced it, but again, it is on one side substantial that you're losing money, 1.5, 2 crores for the smaller ones, up to five for the bigger ones. And Odisha play from right to left, and East Bengal from left to right. 1-0 for the Kolkata Giants at the Fatorda. The match being played in Goa because tomorrow in Kolkata, Vidhan Sabha state elections. Yeah, sadly. So let's focus on the game. So substitution, Edwin comes in as a left back for Shubham. And Vishnu down. P. Vishnu. Let's see that again. Yeah, is it Mafila? Yeah, Mafila's foot in the way. And also a reminder to all of you who are watching or listening, join me tonight for a very special Arun Foot live watch along. UEFA Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain versus FC Bayern München, 12:30 Indian time, so to say, at 12:25 or 5 to 9 in Europe. I'll be back with the live watch along of that game between PSG and FCB. So I'm looking forward to that tonight. So do join me for that one. And West Bengal looking to try and get something out of this game because for them, a win puts them on 18 points from 9. They would be 2 points behind Mohun Bagan and one each behind FC Goa and Mumbai City with one match less played by the Kolkata Giants. And it's a real test of what can be achieved this season. East Bengal with with the points. Yeah, would be big for them. Mm, Anuj. The problem some you have with me, I'm one of them. Raj, because the problem you people like you have is that East Bengal fans don't want to accept certain things, right? So that's what I feel is a big problem. Same here with me. Yeah. New gen as will somehow have less glamour than its previous edition. Yeah, I mean the new gen. This is currently ongoing. The new gen ISL Hannibal, and we're in Goa. Uh, no LED boards. Look at the state of the ground. Look at the quality of the football. Odisha maybe now in an attacking position. It's a little too far, Hitesh, and I think he earns a corner. Or yeah, corner for Odisha. And Hannibal, that's the concern, right? That's the concern. Look at this. Join me in the live tonight. Bayern at PSG. Is he the best football in the world at the moment, right? So that's the reality. Ball headed out. Edwin, Hitesh plays it back to Zudika. Zudika plays it out, headed out by Soyberg. Chance for East Bengal to break. Edmund picks up speed. Edmund Aldrindika on the left. Edmund, ball to Vishnu, but Anuj Kumar has it. Chance now for Odisha. Raimali. Yeah, doesn't have options. It has to slow down things. Putia. Loses the ball. Chance for East Bengal to take it to the other end. Nanda, Anton, Crespo. Rakib. Back to Kevin. Shovik. So what did you much about football and did you think about? I have no clue, Brahma. I have no clue. If this was a PR event, stunt, whatever you want to call it, I have no clue what the idea behind this was. So sorry to say. That's a foul on Delgado by Shovik. Free kick for Odisha on the yeah on the left. What did Eze did so says that he got 3 months suspension, whereas we got only two in our game fan saying it was best towards going. Raj, this whole biased about this, that doesn't work. Right? If Miguel is not banned for the rest of the campaign, sorry, then the whole system doesn't work. Forget the foul, the initial foul, but the ball whacking towards the bench of BFC is season ending, in my opinion. Period. Anyone who says something else is not a football fan. Let's be brutal. Let's do the same thing with our people who Prabhukan catches the ball. Let's do that. Let's call out these people. Let's call out these people who are saying, oh, you know what, oh, they. No, they're not. You are agents You're anti-Indian football. Let's call you out. You're anti-Indian football. If you're not on my side, you are anti-Indian football. I'm gonna call out everyone. Let's start that campaign. Under the table payments are not exclusive to India. Only owners on the investor paying his players to loss did for a farm. Owns us. Okay. Throw in for Odisha. 53 minutes on the clock. And yeah, one of those games where the result keeps this game open. That's the danger for East Bengal. Could have been up 2-0. Foul from Edmund on Zudika. Ball with Odisha. Not a good pass from Thoiba. Ball goes out. Ball with Kevin. Out to Rakib. Ball with East Bengal. Now Odisha putting pressure. Pressure. And then given as a foul against Edmund, who drops quite deep to try to pick up the ball, carry the ball. I still think the ball was still on the field of play when Miguel kicked it towards the Zashri did it twice, right? From the left, from the right. So, yeah. Soyberg does well. Blocked by one, blocked by two, and then Delgado clears, but only as far as Jigson. Vishnu, 55 minutes on the clock. Still 1-0 East Bengal. Edmund. Nanda. Plays it back to Kevin. Rakib. Looking for Soyberg, but Delgado has other plans. And Apua has no impact at all on the game. And looks like a substitution set to happen. Yeah. Double substitution for East Bengal. Jay Gupta, Mohammad Rashid standing there. Looks like Shovik is one of them. And Nanda Kumar, the other one, going off for the red and gold. A little bit of Rashid will go in for where Shovik was. And Jay Gupta will slot in as left back, meaning that P. Vishnu becomes a less defensive player, more of an attacking player. Soyberg with a foul and a yellow card. Sasha, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the second instance where when he's walking off, he really literally bangs the ball. Ooh, that's very dangerous from Edmund. Knee against the head, and he knew exactly what he was doing. So therefore, again, and even if you're trying to kick the ball through the legs, he knew what he was doing. Oh, chance for East Bengal to break. Blocked by Odisha. Bipin loses the ball. Apoa throw in Odisha. Sydney. Edwin Sydney Vansfall. Putia. Hitesh Putia. Thoiba. Thoiba looking for Suhair, who heads it on. Bipin clears. Chance for Edmund to break, but yeah, Hitesh somehow or the other wins that ball. And that's a foul on Soyberg from, I think, was it Hitesh? Quickly taking back ball. Like Odisha with the long ball forward. Cleared by Jackson, but again, ball bouncing ends and forth. Rashid, yeah, ball forward, but Delgado in the way. Hitesh, Mafela, Hitesh, Delgado, Edwin. Edwin looking for Jacob in the way. Foul on Jagupta. Jagupta with his 50th ISL game. Let's see it again. Oh, that's a foul the other way. Jagupta jumps into Zuidika. Zuidika clearly slips, but there's no foul on the opponent. Jagupta Ramali with a hug. 59 plus minutes on the clock. Purushottam, what options that he have? And he can change the complexion of the game. Zuidika still being treated. Hope surely will be at the right back. Hasn't injured himself more seriously. Looked rough and tough the way Jay Gupta jumped into him. Free kick to East Bengal. And Zuidika is back on his feet. That's good to see. East Bengal on the left. Jackson. Kevin. 1 hour now played. Back to Jackson. Jay Gupta chips it. Soyberg chested backwards by Delgado. Rahim Ali. Thoiba. Putia. Hitesh back to Putia. Thoiba. Rahim Ali. Rahim Ali looking for long, but cleared. Back with Hitesh. Rahim Ali, Zuidika blocked by Jay Gupta. Jay Gupta looking for the forward ball, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. In the climate advantage, Vietnam or Cambodia is so drastically different to India. Should our players should be able to play in these conditions? The commentators keep mentioning the weather. Yeah. Sasha, I don't. Again, we are finding this get out of jail card on all these fronts. Why the players, grounds are not good. Good ball through Odisha. Rahim Ali in the box. Rahim Ali with a shot, and it just goes wide. Biggest chance for Odisha FC in the 62nd minute. For once, Rahim Ali gets away. Does well to beat Jackson. Turn and just wide of the target. Good shot from Rahim Ali. And, millimeters. And Prabsukan praying to the gods above that he didn't concede. Maybe this is a new lease of life for Disha. Rahim Ali. Ball through. Doesn't make the run. East Bengal look a little unsorted. Ball back into the danger area. Jackson loses the ball. Ooh, lucky there. That is given as a foul. East Bengal lucky in that situation. Free kick. Prabsukan to take it. 63 minutes now on the clock. East Bengal FC 1, Odisha Football Club 0. One of those games where one chance here or there can change the complexion of the game. And so far, Odisha are in it. That's the danger in these kind of matches. Long ball forward for Soibag. Soibag against Anuj Kumar, but the keeper faster to the ball. Edwin. Pitya. Hitesh. Yeah, that head on backwards from Delgado was enough. Odisha stay in the game. Referee then, linesman says ball went out. Rahim Ali, not happy with the ball that he got. But he's trying. The India striker. Yeah, that ball went out. Goal kick, Prabsukan. Still 1-0 for the red and gold. Ball goes out from Edwin, I thought. Yeah, throw in East Bengal. And 2 more substitutions for East Bengal. Ezajari coming on for Soyberg. Let's see, there's another substitution. Edmund coming off. And Jerry coming on against his old team. Jerry Wing Thanga. Foul from Jerry on Putia. Free kick, Odisha. How many teams can promote from I-League 1 into I-League 1 to 2 teams, Aman, to get promoted? Hitesh, Putia, Delgado. Jerry playing first match this season. I was just thinking, right? He hasn't played for East Bengal so far, right? Yeah. Long ball forward for Rahim Ali. Rahim Ali loses it against Dixon. Rashid out to Vishnu. Vishnu on the left. And that is way, way overcooked. Is the delivery from our search happening? So now, well, let's wait until the end of the season. You're raising a very valid, very good question, very, very valid point. Let's see what happens. Edwin. Mafela. Back to Delgado. Mafela. Putia. Putia chips it through for Rahim Ali. Rahim Ali will get to it. Earns a corner against Jackson. Yeah, Rahim Ali putting on the afterburners and putting pressure on corner. Ball into the danger area. Headed out by East Bengal. And that's given as a foul against Mafela. And a reminder, if you're liking this watch along conversations we're having on the channel, do leave a like behind, share with other people. And if you haven't, do subscribe to Arun Foot here on YouTube or on my other social medias here on YouTube. We stand at 4,291 subscriptions. So thank you very, very much to all of you who are part of the family. East Bengal. Jerry to Bipin. Bipin on the right. Plays it back to Jerry. Jerry into the middle. Chance for East Bengal. Crespo with an attempt. I think it is difficult to play in that temperature. I mean, there are players playing around the world. Players will be playing in hotter conditions during the World Cup in the summer, in daytime. Sorry, not a reason. Do you think players like Ramali and Angija failed to achieve the potential? So that were always difficult to say. I don't even know where Aniket is playing at the moment, to be honest to you. So yeah, I don't know. Brahim Ali, yeah, maybe could have been a little better here or there, but yeah, maybe there wasn't much more than what they're playing. Brahim Ali slow. Who's saying that he's slow today? He's running past Jigson, I think, than thrice or four times. He's one of the fastest players on the field. Wrong throw in, but yeah. Jay Gupta. Oop. East Bengal with the ball into the danger area. Anuj Kumar saves it. Ezajari makes it 2-0. And in the 70th minute, it is most probably game, set, and match for the red and gold. Anuj Kumar with the mistake and tries to clear. Ezajari is exactly there. And yeah, no chance for the keeper to save that. Ezajari, like a poacher, is there when he was needed. 2-0 East Bengal. Both were starters for the under 17 World Cup. But yeah, but again, Zorawar being starters in that batch doesn't mean that you're going to be successful at senior level. Important assurance goal for the red and gold because Odisha FC, we're getting some half chances. Substitution for Odisha. Looks like Apuag went off and Sanato Singh has come on. East Bengal win the ball back. Jay Gupta. And that's a foul on PV Vishnu by Zuidika. Free kick on the left for the red and gold. 71 plus minutes on the clock. Ball across to Kevin. Rakip. Back to Kevin. Bipin loses the ball. Edwin. Yeah, trying to play out. This match looks over for Odisha. Yeah, Aman, I feel also looks difficult now for Odisha FC to come back in this game. Confusion with the throw-in. Odisha have it. Pitya. Delgado. Delgado looking for Suhair. It's had no impact. Sal Crespo. Ezejari. Oh, under pressure. Jerry. Kevin out to Jay Gupta. And that ball is gone. Odisha have the ball. Purushothaman discussing with Joe Polancheri. What can I do? What do I need to do? Because it's not working. Rahim Ali, the only one who's really dangerous. VP Suhair dropping back. Hitesh. Very difficult for Odisha. They need a goal to have some hope. And the danger is they could concede another one. Mafela. Yeah. Looking at options, opportunities. Also on the bench. Edwin has come on. Sanatho has come on. Tejas Krishna. Kojam Beong. Saurabh Bhanwala. All defensive players. Karthik Handal and Rajkumar Sanyasi could be options, but does it make you better in attack? That's going to be the question. Replacing. Who to replace? Is it a VP Suhair? Is it a Rahim Ali? Is it a Mafela? Drinks break in the second half. Here's Ajari with that opportunistic goal. What has happened? Because some of the Odisha players just simply switched off. This wasn't Chegupta had gone down. Yep, and Anj Kumar needs to put the ball wide if he's going to clear it. Just pushes it forward, and Izjar is perfectly there placed to just push the ball in. Delgado unable to cover. And yeah, the red and gold. 76 minutes on the clock. Looking to head to a very important win tonight. If it stays this way, East Bengal move to 18 points from 9 matches. Just one behind Mumbai City and FC Goa. And 2 behind arch rivals Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And in the coming days, we are getting some cracker of games. Because next live match on Friday is between Jamshedpur FC and FC Goa. Goa, of course, second. Jamshedpur are fifth. Then next week, Tuesday, Mumbai City FC versus East Bengal. And then the weekend, crackers, Saturday doubleheader. FC Goa versus Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And then Jamshedpur FC versus Bangalore FC. Some crazy games coming up in the ISL to decide the title. It's going to be the interesting part now. Who can win matches to be in the title race? 78 minutes on the clock. Anuj to Sanatomba. Sanatoy, sorry. Do you think one is putting any chances of a race? Avesh, I think it is open with Odisha losing today and just being 3 points ahead of Mohammedan. All to play for. All to play for in the table. And while Mohammedan, 3 draws in a row, 3 points on the table. Odisha, yeah, winless in 5. Ball out to Zuidika. Zuidika in the box and cleared by Jigson. Puitia. And that header from Rahim Ali. Prabsukan has it. Yeah, Rahim Ali, the only real threat for Odisha in this game. It's a good chip from Puitia, but Rahim Ali chests it too far ahead. Ezejari. Oh, Ezejari tries to beat Anuj. And Anuj clears for a corner. Good done. Well done by the young keeper. Yeah, under pressure, of course. Not easy to fill the shoes of Amrinder. Yeah, and that clearance was clean. East Bengal looking to seal the deal tonight. 3 points takes them to 18. And they would be in the mix for the title race. 5 wins, 3 draws, only 1 loss so far for East Bengal. And next up, next week, Mumbai City Football Club. Big matches coming up next week. Dev Ramar's come on. Bipin to take the corner. 6th corner for East Bengal. Headed on by Jay Gupta. That goes to the far left for a throw-in. 81 minutes on the clock. East Bengal heading to a likely win. Important win for the red and gold in their quest to stay in the title race. While Odisha, with this loss, stay on 6, winless in 5. Free kick for Odisha FC in their own half. Edwin on the ground. Oh, that wasn't friendly from Jerry. That elbow, not needed. Free kick. Puitia. And Delgado on it. But Prabsukan keeps the ball in. 82 plus minutes on the clock. East Bengal 2. Odisha FC 0. Puitia wins it, loses it again. Ezejari. Plays it out to Saul Crespo. Jerry. Oh, lovely through ball for Bipin. Bipin has to sort his legs, and there's a Jari with a second. It's 3-0 East Bengal. It's game, set, and match. Yusuf Ezejari with a lovely finish. And that's the value of a striker who can get you goals. And Odisha FC find themselves in even bigger relegation trouble. Sal Crespo, lovely through ball from Jerry against his former side. Pippin seemed to have overcooked it, but keeps his cool, plays the ball, and Ezejari just simply puts it in the back of the net. Yeah, maybe even bad positioning from Anuj Kumar, but that doesn't make any difference because the red and gold are going to win this. So in Odisha, 84 minutes on the clock, and their relegation fears are getting bigger. Seems to me it's a fitness issue besides a quality issue. And there, the lack of a proper preseason could hurt them really. Let's see what are their pending games in the coming days and weeks. They host next Monday, Bangalore FC. Then travel to face Sporting Delhi on next week, Friday. Host Punjab. And then Jamshedpur FC, some tough matches for Odisha. Karthik comes on for VP Suhair, as well as Saurav Bhanwala. Just saw the second and third East Bengal goals. Is defending this whole ISL season poor. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, really, yes, Roshan. Nothing much to add. Poor defending. And sometimes it's also it's a level of class. And confidence also plays a role, I think. With Odisha, you can see there's a lack of self-belief. Ezejari. Ball stolen by Odisha. Hmm. Carlos Delgado doesn't understand. Akshay, as the referee, is telling him to calm down. He's not happy. Don't know what they're discussing because the free kick seems to be given. What is it? Treatment for a blood injury. Delgado. Ah, okay. Seems to have lost his captain's armband. Odisha with the ball. Pitya. Mafela. Pitya. Delgado loses the ball again. Rashid. Kevin. Jackson with a long ball forward, but no one's going to get to it. Tomorrow Sporting wins 2 matches, then Odisha can get relegated. They don't even need to win two, Aman. They, at the moment, as things are going, they might need one win and one draw. That might be enough. Yeah. Because Odisha has one advantage, that's goal difference. But even, yeah, that's much better because it ended 1-1. Delgado with the foul against Crespo. So, yeah, who knows? If Odisha FC relegates, Rohan definitely shuts the shop. Yeah, Raj, I think that's sadly very, very true. If Odisha FC get relegated, then the likelihood of survival as a club entity looks very, very bleak. Free kick, Crespo out to Bipin. That's a good ball in, headed out by Delgado. Chance for Odisha. Vitia finds Karthik. Back to Putia. Putia looking for Raimali, but East Bengal clear. Throw in Bhanwala. Delgado. Edwin. Long ball. At this moment, Mono Sporting is in position of playing ISL unlike Odisha FC. Raj, is Odisha FC really in a position to play ISL at the moment, the way they're playing today? And, and Yusuf Ezejari, now top scorer with 9 goals ahead of Jay McLaren. 9 out of 8. And I don't know. I don't know if Morgan Sporting more or less. Let's see what happens. Didn't have some issues with Odisha. Yes, Sasha, they had some issues with the government of Odisha. All the confirmations came very late. I'm talking about finances. Yeah. Question is if the Sharma family wants to spend or not. They have the money theoretically, but do you want to spend really? Delgado wins the ball back. Free kick for Odisha. 90 minutes are now up. Raimali. Ball with Odisha. 5 minutes of added time. So the own government sabotaged them. You want to say it that way, Sasha? Yeah, could be perceived to be that. Saurabh Bhanwala plays it through. Raimali keeps it in. Or no, ball has gone out. Sudika going off. And Rajkumar Sanyasi coming on. East Bengal throw in. Crespo plays it across to Jay Gupta. Odisha FC win the ball. Foul from Rajkumar against David. East Bengal in the 92nd minute. Sanyasi, long ball forward. East Bengal have it. Jay Gupta. Mohammad Rashid out to PV Vishnu. And it's a corner for East Bengal. Let's see that. Yeah. Rajkumar against David. This East Bengal can't take on Tirjik, so he runs a Qatar no matter how much they spend. Yeah, I mean, That looked like the ball had gone out. Um, Tajiks is a different question, but Iran and Qatar, none of the Indian clubs can take on. They spend much more money. Iran head coach is being paid 1 million US. Whatever question is this for a state government to support an Asia Cup, do IPL team get some treatments? Same treatment, Raj. They get a much better treatment. IPL teams get much more support, no? I mean, look at the state of the stadiums in the past, look at the stadiums now. Of course, they've gotten support. And most sports are supported in India. Without government support, I think most of the sports wouldn't be able to survive. So let's be very clear on that as well. Even professional sports. 94th minute. Can Odisha at least get a consolation goal tonight? Or will they lose it 3 0? Delgado plays the ball across to Karthik. Karthik. Sanyasi Karthik. And foul given. Jay Gupta with the yellow card. Do you see his motivate Mohan Derby? However, Derby to me depends a little on the next 2, 3 matches that both of them play, and a derby is always a 50-50. They will pay for this. I don't know. Our only hope, says Raj. These must to what these people will pay for that. I don't know. Tomorrow Bengal elections. I don't care about these Bengal, but these must win. Moment. Okay, let's see. Putia with the free kick. Cleared by Rashid. Oh, long range attempt from I don't know whom, but the ball goes to the side. Yeah, Purushottam. His team has played some good matches this season. Didn't get the results, and now they are seriously under pressure and in danger of getting involved in the relegation fight. Last few seconds of the game, and that's the final whistle from match referee Lakshay. It ends East Bengal Football Club 3, Odisha FC nil. Yusuf Ezejari as a substitute, scoring 2 goals. Bipin with the 1-0 in the first half. And yeah, let's see. Problem with Nopang League, the results will take at least a decade or more to come. Will Reliance fund them till then? So now Reliance Foundation is funding it. So theoretically, Nopang League, yes, they could do that, right? And even after 10 years, will we get results? I don't know. Joyce Bengal in Derby says, Raj, yeah. I will always say that as well, like you. So let's see what happens. Rahul KP, I don't know. There seems to be some injuries. Rahul KP is out. Rohit Kumar is out. Isak was out. So you see that the bench, as I said, with regarding Odisha, my feeling was always that the first 11 is good, is decent, but the backup line is not as strong, and that got badly exposed today, in my opinion. That the yeah your bench players are not good enough. Even putting Amrinder on the bench maybe cost them the game. Maybe Purushottam will have to rethink that. Um, yeah, it has to be seen what can they get out of it. One second. Let me quickly put out a tweet. I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Was it? I just read that nothing got left out. Yeah, yeah, Roshan, you did. Ravi Pushkar's statement. Raj, I'll quickly get up quickly once and also get some water for myself. To me, yeah, Ravi's statement on one side makes sense, saying, hey, listen, our focus should be on development and this and that, everything. But I said this today on the show, right? The question is on the clubs. How do you, rather than raising more money, my question is, how do you reduce your wage bills? That would be my question. Can you do that? And they don't have an answer to that, right? So that's the problem for the clubs, in my opinion. So for me, the biggest challenge for the clubs at the moment is, and I repeat myself, are there means and ways of reducing your costs, your wage bills? Are there means and ways of doing doing it in a way that you can, raise enough money for yourself? So therefore, that's the question. And raising money is a problem because sponsors are reluctant. General sponsors for the league seem to be reluctant. Um and yeah, the question is that to me. And the clubs, need to talk about that because the salaries are your biggest expenditure anywhere in professional sports in the world. Your salaries are your biggest expenditures. And if you don't have a way of reducing those when you need them, then you need to reduce those. There is no other way of enabling yourself, something realistic. So therefore, for me, that's what I said to Ravi. Let's see. Are the players willing to take reduced salaries? So Robert, if I'm reducing salaries en bloc for everyone, um, what options do the players have? Again, if players like it or not, and I've been saying this for the last 25, 26 years, Indian players overchanged, right? And Robert, it doesn't matter what you or I think. If I'm running a club and I say, listen, these are the salaries I'm willing to pay, and I'm not part of the top championship, you know, chasing pack, I have to live with it. So that is the thing that, but I would blame a Ravi or others who's, saying, oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? We need more money to come into the system. Yeah, that's true. You could change it around and reduce the cost. You're not willing to do that. If you ask what Reliance did in past, I will show them the difference in this season and last. Just 2 seasons comparing, FSL did not do everything right, but still difference is clear, whether in terms of gameplay. Raj, everything. Media production. Again, as someone who does media, uh, be commentary, done media production myself, it is evident. Look at the quality of the field, look at the quality of play, look at the branding. Everyone's doing whatever they want to. It's a free fall, and that will not help us. Nothing will change without a good academy system, players, the wage bill, and if active in the market, up your profit. Yeah, but Sasha, academy system, even tomorrow, the system is good and your grassroots are good. When are the results coming? In 10, 15 years? What do I do in between? So that's the problem. I cannot, and even if I solve my issues tomorrow, or even forget tomorrow, if I solve my issues tonight, I'm not solving the issues tonight. Until I've solved the problems, I will lose 2 years, right? For clubs, at least within one league, do X. Okay, Roshan, sorry, not getting the point. Raj, the biggest issue with FSTL less ISL is the financial gap between franchises. Now it's just three big money teams, rest all fighting for survival. Where are three teams with money, Zoravar? Tell me the three. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and who else is spending money? Real money. So then we wait 10 years. If we don't do this, we're waiting 100. Sasha, yeah, but they're not going to do it. The system will not do it. I can tell you that today. I can bring a quality Uzbeki player in less salaries than some Indian players, but also increase the salaries. They won't come when they think about it. Naz, they won't come, right? To me, it's a nice idea to say, listen, I will get better players, yes. good work, but it's they're not going to come. They're not interested in us, in our football, and that's the problem for us at the moment. So yeah, let's see. It's difficult, and um, there are better players around the world who are not going to turn and come to India. When ISL clubs want more, shouldn't they be also on the same page for key things? 100%, but they're not, right? This is what I said a few days ago. I don't know if you guys have seen it when I did the thing AIFF versus ISL clubs, and I asked the simple question: is they're not going to be on the same page. And the problem remains to me is you're not on the same page. Why? Because you're not willing to do what is needed to get the thing sorted, right? So as long as the clubs don't realize that, and for that you need a league independently of the AFF and the ISL clubs, which is taking decisions in the best interest of the league. We don't have that. We don't have anything like that, and that's our problem, where we're struggling. Make a closed league at least for 5 years. Raj, I agree. Commercial partner due for 20 years is yes. Raj, if it doesn't work out, the commercial partner will leave after 3 or 5 years. That's my bigger worry if I look at the plan at the moment. The after final itself showed state of youth football in India. 100% Zoravar. It's bad. Bad. And yeah, my biggest concern is all clubs are not united to speak against the AFF. That's Raj, the biggest problem is that that is the case around the world. But there is a common denominator that the clubs agree to. That's the problem. So, um, so that's the thing. By the way, I like using I like you using AI for making video thumbnails, ChatGPT. No, Zoravar, it's Microsoft Copilot. I found Microsoft Copilot to be a better one in regard to my prompts. You know, ChatGPT or even Gemini, I wasn't too happy about it. Microsoft Copilot seems to be, at least for now, at this moment in time, it seems to be better than the others. And good to hear that you're liking them. Hope the others like them as well. Tried a few things here and there, and seems to be, yeah, it's working. And therefore, also once more reminder: if you haven't, do like, do share, do subscribe to Arun Foot. Watch my short videos, like them, hype them, support the channel. 4,292 is the current number that we stand on. Nearly 4,000 views of this live watch along, showing me, guys, we are growing nicely along on this channel. But again, Arun Foot needs your support to grow even further. And reminder once again, tonight, join in when I do a live watch along of the cracker, hopefully, of a game tonight at the Parc des Princes between Paris Saint-Germain and FC Bayern München in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League. I'll be there 5 minutes before the game, so do join me for that. I'm really, really looking forward to that one, and let's see what both the teams can do. Technology can help cosmetically, not internally, although tech is necessary, but still. Raj, tech is necessary because to me, the broadcast of football, again, the product of Premier League, Champions League, Bundesliga, La Liga, right? As good as it is on one side, but it looks better on television, you know? And the ISL product also in the first few years wasn't as good as it was on television. It was done back in 12, and that's what we need. But we need technology to move forward, and we've seen this season how bad backwards we've gone. The problem is that they are against each other. If AF and ISL teams were going in the same direction, things would be better. Sasha, 100%. But the problem is not just AFF and ISL teams, but ISL teams amongst themselves, right? So those two sides not working together. By the way, that regard FIFA broadcast, World Cup broadcast India, nothing, Sarawak, sadly. At the moment, nothing decided, and it might go on for another month. We might have a solution only in late May, early June. But be rest assured, the World Cup will be shown on some or the other platform in India. Yeah, that's going to happen. Yes, it needs to look good. Yes, Raj, it needs to look good. And take the match today as an example. The quality of the game, again, is one issue. And on the other side, yeah, um, the production, the whole thing needs to be better. If it looks good on TV, it keeps people stick to it. Exactly, Raj. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've seen matches live where people tell me, "Oh, it was brilliant," blah blah, and when you watch matches live, they weren't that good, right? Um, Sport like Formula One, for example, is much more enjoyable on television than it is live at the race course because you can't watch the whole track. According to reports, DD will brought FIFA World Cup. There are no reports, so I was saying that. I don't know who's spreading it. There is no conversation between Prasar Bharati and FIFA on that. They will try and sell it commercially. Um, that thing is, I don't know where, again, and this is the problem with all of these informations, people are spreading stuff. I don't know where it's coming from. It seems to be IFL seems to be doing a better job. They have a weekly talk show, although the quality of analysis is not that great. They just talk over videos instead. The deep dives on tactics would be nice. Zasha, you are expecting something which is not possible from what is available at the moment. As you said, they're doing a better job on that. But even the IFL clubs, I don't think, from what I'm hearing in the background, are on the same page. Problems there as well. The weekly show is nice because DD is allowing it to happen and yeah, and it's good because people like Arjun are in it, Pradyum in it, Pulostar are in it, so that ensures a certain level of quality. Empty stadium, unreal pitch looks bad on TV despite good quality football. Raj, who cares? If the quality is good, you would even watch it in an empty stadium. Any update regarding OCI? Zorabar, nothing. But who watches the post-match shows? It's boring indeed. Raj, there are people who watch it, right? So if it's an add-on, it works. And yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. But that is that. Once more, reminder: if you haven't, please like, please share, and please subscribe to Arun Foot here on YouTube. And yeah, do support me. Do support the channel because without your support, Arun Foot can't grow. And of course, also do watch my other or follow my other content on X. And that's very, very important. So thank you, as always, for that support. And yeah, that's majority not interested in analysis talks. Could be Raj. Could be Raj, right? And good enough, good night, Zoravar. I'll watch match instead of talk between match. Yeah, Raj. There are different people who have different things of ways of doing it. And yeah, it's boring because they don't go do enough. They have them. They're giving videos with graphics to engage and analyze. Is good at that. Sasha, again, you're talking about something which is not available to them technology wise. So therefore, might sound interesting, might be interesting to you, but I think this general blah blah might be interesting to others. So therefore, they will not be able to make everybody happy about it. And with that, I'll slowly come to an end of this live. East Bengal scored a big 3-0 win against Odisha FC to move into fourth spot of the Indian Super League with now 18 points, a point behind Goa and Mumbai, who played a match more, and Mohun Bagan on 20, while Odisha FC stay above Mohammedan Sporting and 4 matches to play for Odisha, 3 for Mohammedan, and it's not looking good for Odisha. The momentum is with Mohammedan Sporting, so therefore very interesting to see what happens. The next match is on Friday, and that's again a championship match because it's Jamshedpur FC versus FC Goa, and therefore very interesting to see what happens. And yeah, matches over the weekend. Inter Kashi versus Northeast on Saturday, early kickoff. Sporting Club Delhi versus Punjab FC in the late kickoff. Punjab FC also have only played 8, so with 2 wins could move to 20. So they are suddenly maybe also in the mix. And then no match on Sunday, but on Monday, Odisha FC versus Bangalore FC. And with that, I'll slowly come to an end of this one. And yeah, I'll catch you soon. Thanks and good night.